Bryant's Cowboys.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Detroit! Here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go! 3-19!
Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Cohen, and he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Looks to be right around the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. They'll look to throw here on first down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back to throw. But he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Prescott to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holloway. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A first down carry by Elliott. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down and keep the sticks moving.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll try the right side with Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kevin Pierre-Louis coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. They'll drop to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big run that time by Elliott. 53 yards on the ground. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is touchdown, partner. If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job to... to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throw now on first down. He's got a man, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Long forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That they're
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No gain, and it's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going up top. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holloway. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, pull down. Here we go. Here we go, kill. Hey, watch this.
First down, Prescott. He's going to air one out. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing, Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 8. Now Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. They'll try again with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They try again with Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears get a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games.
They got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, but all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A big hit. Knocked out sideways at the 7-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Gun. They'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears cut into that lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center.
Watch it now, Barney.
Shift together here from the D-line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Let him know. Detroit! You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Big end.
They're going to look to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. To throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, him. Watching that, Barney, Barney. Over.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18, the 40, 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point try by Bailey. And that stretches the lead to 27. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! No. Watching that, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Watching that, Barney. No. Check. Patriots. Patriots. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Set. 319. 319.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They go down lead again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. And the Steelers, they've scored again and opened up that advantage. A win would be their second on the young season. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey.